the closest insider of insiders, geek culture. Hopefully, my man's channel is monetized right now. Is it monetized, or what we need to get you monetized?
Nope, not yet.
You need
My second
subs.
channel, I got to apply for monetization, but they said that I didn't qualify after I applied.
All right. So, Jeremy, you were also banned from Rangerstop.
Yeah, and it shocked me. I had no idea there was anything like that because I didn't even go this year. And suddenly I had two different people messaging me and they're saying, did you know that you're banned? I'm like, what? What for? The one said she didn't know, but she had heard that it had to do with me trying to get free autographs by being a volunteer.
God.
What? I'm like, what in the world? For one, the only free autograph I got was Hunter Dino, and she offered it. Never got any other free autographs whatsoever. Never tried. Then she says, "Well, your friend Chris that was with you, he got banned for the same reason." I'm like, "What? He spent like $1,000 on stuff that day." It's like we didn't get anything. And then she started telling me too about Dana being banned and being accused of being a racist.
I know. I know.
And then like not even 20 minutes later, I had another person tell me that they had seen the ban book and that my name was in it, my friend's Chris's name was in it, and it was all because we tried to get free autographs by being a volunteer.
That's horrible because don't you have to pay for like your flight, travel, and hotel and all that good stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I paid all my own travel expenses, and most cons that I've worked at, usually you get autographs for free pictures and stuff like that in exchange for helping out. And it's like even when we got there last year, it wasn't what we promised because when we applied to volunteer, we put down for Friday only
Right.
just because I didn't want to spend the whole weekend after I just traveled, 6 hours to Atlanta, working the whole thing. And we get there and she's like flipping out on somebody else about not being able to just volunteer and then expecting to get in free if either you have to work the whole weekend or not. Well, then I was like, well, with my health, I can't really right now work the whole weekend. And she let me and my friend just do the one day, and that was fine. And, that whole situation happened with Brent where my friend got pulled in to hold the door anyway. And I really believe that, my speaking out about that Brent situation is where it really came from.
So you think because you came on my show, you and Stephanie coincidentally both came on my show that y'all got banned because of that?
Absolutely.
Do you think they're
Matter of
watching?
fact, oh, I'm sure. From what I've heard, almost every volunteer from last year has been banned, but two people. And I know a few of them were on your show.
Yeah, we don't got to name name. We don't got to blow their spot up. But yeah,
Yeah.
there were a couple people who came on the show and kept it real, but they were in and out though.
Yeah.
They were in and out.
So, but the thing is, if they're bothered by, us speaking about something we disagreed with, why don't they, talk to us? I've still been getting emails leading up to Rangerstop that they needed volunteers.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said a word. And it's like, I never went out and blatantly attacked them. I disagreed with the way they handled that Brent situation. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and I even admitted Brent was wrong in that too. But, I never went out to directly bash them.
Yeah. This is true. This is true. It's unfortunate, man, because I know like Ranger Stop means a lot to a lot of different volunteers, not just you.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like your thing because y'all been volunteering for years at Ranger Stop, and all of a sudden just banned.
Yeah. Yeah. I did it the last 2 years in a row, and then I couldn't make it this year. But I wasn't going to volunteer just because couple times I felt like I was being talked down to as a volunteer. I think because I was in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but you could like just because you're in a wheelchair, it's still things for you to do, man. It's not like
Yeah, well, it's like the officer even told Christy that I knew what I was doing when it came to the security stuff and just let me handle it. And
yeah.
she was talking over me or down to me about it at first. And it's like I've done this kind of thing plenty of times. I know what I'm doing. And so that made me uncomfortable. Then the whole, Brent situation happened and I didn't like the way they handled it. So I'm like, I'm not going to volunteer again, but I wanted to go as an attendee, but from what I'm told, I'm not allowed to.
That's really messed up. Now, Andrew Swaney said Karen complained that they wouldn't pay for her trip to New Zealand for the anniversary, but make workers do it too. Work at her convention. Hypocritical. I mean, there's a lot
Ooh.
of workers that she would have to cover, but yeah. What message would you like to send to the new owners? Do you think you'll still be banned once the new owners take over, or do you think that ban list will go away?
I'm hoping it goes away. I've always been respectful. We never did sign, an NDA or anything like that. We have the right to free speech. And I wish them the very best, and I would gladly consider helping out unless Christy is involved. I will not work with her again.
Yeah, from what I'm told, Karen Ashley and Nakia Baris and Christy are out. Like it's going to be completely new management, but I don't know if new management is going to take up, the ban list from the old regime.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess time will tell. Any
Yeah.
message you would like to send to Christy or Karen Ashley, who likely, I think Christy oversees the band book, right?
Yeah. I'm told she keeps it under lock and key, basically. If it's not within her, it's locked up where nobody can touch it.
Okay. What message would you like to send to her right now?
If I did something to offend you, to make you put me in that list, reach out to me. You had me on as a friend on Facebook. You unfriended me, so um, you know where I'm at. Reach out and let me know what the deal is. Let's talk it out because I've always been respectful. Yes, you did something that I didn't feel was proper the way it was handled, but you know nobody's perfect. So let's talk it out. And I want you to know, Dana, definitely not a racist. She has always been a pleasure to work for. So I would hope you would give her an apology too.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't hold my
That
breath
ain't gonna
for no
happen, but
apology, but um and KOU said this is a classic guilt by association. Even the cost of profit for the events they are in charge of that keep these things going. Their principles is to sever all ties regardless of baggage. This is true, man. This is true. KOU always cuts deep with his chats. Um, yeah, man. You are guilty by association. Um,
yep.
even me, So, any message to like the new owner? I know I asked you that, but I don't think you touched on it. What would you want the new owner to do differently?
Really watch how they handle the volunteers and treat them with respect. Ideally, understand that they shouldn't be working the whole weekend. I mean, that's not right when we're traveling all that way.
Yeah. Maybe they'll do that, or maybe you work Friday and then you get Saturday off, or maybe you work Saturday then you off Sunday, or vice versa. So you can
Right. Because,
actually
like, when I worked
enjoy
at
it.
Power Morphicon, I worked, on Friday and then I worked for part of the day on Saturday. And then I don't think I worked at all on that Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's like you still get time to enjoy the show instead of just being, the whole day.
Okay. All right. Well, look, Jeremy, man, I really hope it works out for you. I hope you get back in the volunteer seat. And if you do,
Appreciate it.
make sure you hit me with an update. All right.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, man. You have a good night. Thank you
You
again for
too.
setting aside your time too. All right.
Oh, no problem.
Peace.